messages it is.
Operator, what in stars could this possibly mean? 3 parts, 3 acts, 3 riddles for thee, to revive the one wielding fantasy. Ancient gods so cruel, once ruled from on high. Can you name their peak, where the land meets the sky? I found this inscribed on that Orokin artifact you just crafted. You should check your inbox for more information.
You'd think the Archon would have something better to do than scribble nursery rhymes on things. Oh well. I suppose not everything you craft can be of use. 3 parts, 3 acts, 3 riddles for thee, to revive the one wielding fantasy. Ancient gods so cruel, once ruled from on high. Can you name their peak where the land meets the sky? That would be Mount Olympus. Because if we're talking ancient cruel gods, we're talking Greek and Roman, most likely. And the peak where the land meets the sky, that's a mountain. And mountain where the gods ruled, that's Mount Olympus. So we're going to try to go to Earth. Earth.
Sector is mine.
Well, I don't see Olympus, but I do see Everest. So Everest is the peak where the land meets the sky, so we'll go there. We'll do the cheap one. Because I don't even know what these are. Oh, wait. I forgot to turn it to single player for stream, so I guess we're in party mode for now. I wonder if there's a... if I need to do it solo for the quest to trigger. Or if by Olympus... I think Olympus Mons is also a mountain on Mars? So maybe that's the one we need to get to. Alright, Olympus Mons on Mars. There it is, Olympus. Wait, no, stop. Solo for the quest one, please.
It could give us a clue to where the next memory is hidden.
Operator, exciting news! Ordis just found another inscription on Mirage's helmet. Allow me to recite it. To build the one you think witty, seek the nymph who sang oh so prettily. She lured him in with her song and a grin. His wife must have thought it a pity. For closer inspection, I've placed the inscription in your inbox.
Seek the nymph who sang so pretty. So this seems like the Odyssey. And who was the nymph? Because like there were the sirens, but sirens and nymphs aren't the same thing. Of course, the trick there is that I don't know if the game knows that. Or rather, if the game expects that of the players to know. She lured him in with a song and a grin. His wife must have thought it was a pity. Okay. So we're staying with Greek mythology. Are we staying on Mars, though? Because I don't see anything here that looks correct for that. Aphrodite was pretty, but I don't remember her singing and luring people in. So let's look around a little bit more. Alright, so... Scylla, Commodus... Who was the one? Was it Circe? Screw it. We'll go for Aphrodite for now. It is probably incorrect, though. Because I don't remember her singing. And I would say she wasn't involved with someone who had a wife, but it's Greek mythology. They were all involved with everyone who had wives. I'm thinking, like, Aphrodite definitely is not a nymph. She's a goddess.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
But I do not
Here's
remember
a terminal. Get me in.
all the names of things. Because, like, Circe was the one with the island of pigs, but she didn't lure people with song. I wonder if the answer is something more generic instead of a proper noun, like someone's name. Whether I need to go to some place called Siren, because it was the sirens that were singing. It's interesting to have a mythology quiz as a quest. Now, obviously,
Still working on it.
this is a very easy one to simply look up. But what's the fun in that? We are trying to acquire knowledge, or rather, this is not so much an acquisition of knowledge as a test to see if we already have the right kind. And I enjoy that sort of thing. In limited doses. If it takes me forever and I try like 4 different places and they're all incorrect, then I might look it up. But for now,
Area completed. Move
for
on.
now, we're just going to see if we can't figure it out ourselves. Since she hasn't given any comment yet, I'm guessing that it is incorrect.
With me and prepare to defend.
Yeah, I would have expected that if this were the right quest, she would have said so by now.
I'm in, but we
Right.
did it.
So it was not Aphrodite. As I kind of suspected. It was like, she's not a nymph, she didn't sing, but she did lure people, and she is pretty, so I figured it was worth a shot. That's okay. Being wrong is part of learning things. So we have learned that this was incorrect. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. In fact, being wrong is how we learn new things. If I already knew everything, I couldn't learn anything new. So, there we go. Okay. Do we have anywhere called, like, Siren? Or altar. Gosh, Hella. Hellas is no. Augustus Ares / Smooth, no. Lobos. There's a lot of these are Greek-ish names. So let's see. Even if I can't recall it, it's possible that I will recognize it upon seeing it. So far, no luck, though. Osium. Narcissus? Narcissus was very pretty, but I don't think he was specifically doing things of that nature. Let's see. Song and a grin. Yeah. Repeat song. Right, no. Charybdis. Alright, so Charybdis is from that thing. That is from the Odyssey. But Charybdis was the whirlpool. Like, from between rock and a hard place. Like, where the rock was the Hydra and the... Well, no. That's not where rock and a hard place comes from. Because one side was the, like, Hydra that eats everyone, and the other side is the whirlpool that sucks everyone down. So we could check out Charybdis. So that's one option here on Sedna. So let's see. Theb, Galileo, Themisto, Ganymede, no. Calypso. Oh, it actually shows it. Well, that's kind of cheating. I didn't know I would get automatic confirmation that it's the right one just by mousing over it. But I wonder what different story it's going to use for its next riddle. So this one was the Odyssey. The first one was just kind of setting the stage and saying, hey, these riddles have to do with Greek mythology. Because, like, hey, have you heard of Mount Olympus? It's like, ah, okay, yes. Well, part of that was actually mythology, but another part, the other knowledge check, was that Olympus Mons is the actual name that we have given to a certain mountain on Mars. So, knowing to look on Mars was another trick. Now, I don't know if this place is actually a place that we have named on a different place in the solar system. But I suppose I can look that up later. Okay.
Another job well executed.
I'm looking forward to what this next riddle is.
Construct the warframe components so we can decipher the next clue. Though I must admit, Tenno, I am not sure I want to know what happens next.
Operator, another Mirage inscription. One more act before your prize is caught. An ancient sea creature. Take a whirl or not. Look for the monster that swallowed sailors of yore. Make a mistake and you're sunk. Nothing more. Ordis has placed all the information in your inbox.
So, we were just looking at this. I was just talking about it. Where is Charybdis? Actually, can I search? Charybdis. No. 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 There it is. Charybdis. So, it's a good thing that we spotted this earlier when we were looking for the answer to the previous step. Also, it appears that this quest has changed, because it keeps saying, oh, well, you should craft this piece, and then we'll give you the riddle. And then immediately gives me the riddle, which means they changed it so you don't have to craft things anymore. Okay, so I'm looking forward to the next riddle. I don't know if there's going to be a next riddle or not, because a lot of these quests for frames rely on doing things 3 times, because you generally have 3 blueprints to get. But we'll see.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno. Tenno, that was the last of the imprints. Forge this warframe in honor of these memories.
3 acts complete, the end draws near. Soon Mirage will cause enemy fear. A memory lost, to be reborn. This new warrior rises, duty sworn. That was the final inscription. Ordis is almost sad there won't be more.
Almost.
So interesting that they are not having Ordis read out the whole message, because it ends, "My theory, whoever wrote these wielded Mirage so deftly that nobody dared criticize her poetry." Alright. And that completes the Warframe quest that we have available to us.